Welcome back to another videos. Join us for the latest news, insights, and updates on the Iraqi dinar. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's explore the world of the Iraqi dinar together. In discussing the future of the Iraqi dinar's exchange rate, the commentary provided by Militiaman, based on the insights from Saleh, the Prime Minister's financial advisor, emphasizes the potential for a managed float system. A managed float is essentially a blend of a fixed exchange rate and a floating one, combining elements of both systems to create a hybrid approach. This means that while the rate would not be entirely free-floating, subject to constant fluctuations driven solely by market forces, it also wouldn't be completely fixed, tied rigidly to another currency or a basket of currencies without room for adjustment. On one hand, the currency needs to be stable enough to inspire confidence among investors, contractors, and the general populace. Frequent, unpredictable changes in the exchange rate could undermine economic planning and contractual agreements, especially for businesses that rely on predictable costs and revenues. Contractors, in particular, would be disinclined to operate in an environment where the value of the dinar fluctuates wildly, as this would introduce significant uncertainty into their pricing and profit calculations. Therefore, a degree of stability is essential. On the other hand, a purely fixed exchange rate can be too rigid, failing to accommodate the dynamic nature of the global economy and the specific economic conditions within Iraq. Economic growth, shifts in trade balances, changes in foreign investment flows, and other economic variables necessitate some level of flexibility in the exchange rate to ensure that the currency remains appropriately valued. A managed float allows for adjustments to be made in response to these changing conditions, providing a buffer against external shocks and internal economic pressures. The historical context of the dinar's exchange rate is also relevant here. 20 years ago, the reinstatement rate of the dinar was $3.22, a figure that still holds significance in discussions about the currency's potential future value. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, has documents that reference this rate, suggesting it was seen as a relevant benchmark at that time. If the dinar were to be reintroduced at or near this rate, the authorities would likely aim to maintain it within a certain range, allowing for moderate growth while avoiding excessive volatility. This approach would aim to preserve the credibility of the currency while accommodating some degree of natural economic expansion. Growth in the currency's value is possible under a managed float system, but it would likely be cautious and controlled. The aim would be to keep the rate stable, ensuring that any adjustments are measured and predictable. This controlled approach to managing the exchange rate would be particularly important in the early stages of any revaluation or reinstatement of the dinar. Authorities would likely adopt a conservative stance, gradually allowing the currency to appreciate in a manner that reflects real economic growth and improvements in the country's economic fundamentals. In essence, the managed float system being discussed for the Iraqi dinar aims to provide a balanced approach, incorporating both the stability of a fixed exchange rate and the flexibility of a floating one. This hybrid system would help to ensure that the dinar remains a reliable and attractive currency for investors and contractors, while also allowing for adjustments that reflect changing economic conditions. By keeping the rate within our relevant range and allowing for controlled growth, the authorities would aim to foster a stable and prosperous economic environment in Iraq. Thanks for watching Iraqi Dinar. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and share our videos. Your support keeps our channel going. Stay curious, and see you in the next one.